Hi, I'm Todd Anderson.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, so here today playing some more Kaladesh Standard. Now that we have some results in from SCG Indy, we have a lot of new decks to play with. Well, not a lot of new decks, but we have a lot of information to process and hopefully build some new decks out of. But today we're going to be playing 2 decks from the top 64. I'm going to be piloting Dan Weisser's Temur Aetherworks Marvel nonsense
monstrosity.
Yeah, it looks so cool on paper though, and I've only goldfished a couple games with it so far, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, but I think I'm going to get really mad a lot.
Yeah, when things go well, the deck is doing the most powerful things available in the format, casting Ulamog and Emrakul so far ahead of schedule that it's comical, usually with a Kozilek's Return in the graveyard, so yeah, you just sort of win the game on the spot.
Yeah, there are going to be a lot of lopsided games, I think. Either I'm going to get absolutely annihilated or I'm going to absolutely annihilate Ross. Yeah. But that's kind of the nature of this deck. High variance, high fun.
When things don't go well, I
got some stuff. I got some...
You just fiddle around for a couple of turns
I just can't wait. I can't wait for the Aetherworks activation. Go get a tune with Ether, shuffle all the bad cards back in.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
Yeah. All right, what are you playing today, Ross?
I'm playing Abe Schnocky's green-black Delirium deck that is a departure from the Delirium decks we've seen from the previous format and the most common list we even saw in Indianapolis. It is an aggressively oriented list. It uses Smuggler's Copter, obviously, and then has more...
Wait, was it in top 8 of SCG Indy?
Yes.
Then it has Smuggler's Copter because all of them had 4.
Yeah, great format. Great card.
I'm already asleep. It's mostly him talking, not so much about Smuggler's Copter.
So we've got more, a lower curve. We got Gnarlwood Dryad, the classic Grim Flayer, Sylvan Advocate, and we go all the way up, and you find Verder's Gear Hulk, so we can play this really aggressive game plan backed up by some removal. So the goal is really to get Delirium fairly quickly and use Delirium to create this huge battlefield presence and have these gigantic creatures and mush them with those and some Smuggler's Copters and get ahead.
So Brad Nelson played against that deck at the Open early in the tournament, like I think round 6 or 7 on day 1, and he got annihilated. Brad was playing the green-white deck that most of us played, and it was funny because after getting beat by this guy, he's like, yeah, it's like he's playing the same deck as us, except they have black instead of white, and Gideon sucks against Smuggler's Copter, so it's just way better. So yeah, I do like a lot of the ways that the green-black deck can gain Delirium. Smuggler's Copter helping in that, discarding Verder's Gearhole gives you 2 points of Delirium and things like that. I think just having an aggressive threat like Smuggler's Copter in a deck that also wants to use a graveyard is just a really great place to be in the format.
Yeah, it is. It sort of uses every aspect of Smuggler's Copter well, I guess, other than discarding Bandit cards. So you're about 90% of the way towards using it to completeness, and I doubt any deck really uses every single aspect of it well, but you can do a lot worse than making sure your Smuggler's Copters are amazing.
Yeah. All right, guys, well, that's the matchup. Let's go ahead and get to the games and see who takes it down. All right, let's play the 7 game. See who goes first. You roll 7, you lose. 11, you win. If you roll a 7 while the other person rolls an 11, they get to go first all 5 games. Got 9.
2. That adds to 11. So
I got a 7. Tilt. All right, you go first. Tilt.
Okay. And I have a good start in this game. This card is not very good, but I don't think I can mulligan any hand that starts with these 4, so I'll keep.
All right. My side, this is a fine hand. We definitely need some lands, but we do have a lot of ways to dig for. We got Glassblowers, Puzzle Knot, and Cathartic Reunion, and some interaction. So this is, I think, one of the better hands. If the Ether Hub was like a blue-red dual land, this hand would almost be perfect.
Okay. Blooming Marsh, Gnarlwood Dryad.
So lucky.
1/1.
Go.
Apply beatdowns.
Dude, gotta put some pressure on. All right, take 1.
You're 19. It's not even prepared.
Sure I am. My pen and paper was just over there somewhere. All right, so we can... What can we do? I think we should actually just play a puzzle knot.
It's usually what that deck does on turn 2.
So I think I'm going to play the glass blowers just because if I hit a land, there's a good chance I just want to play Marvel on 4. All right, so we're going to get 2 energy and scry 2. All right, well, we hit a land and an attune with Ether.
That's like 2 lands.
All right. Your turn.
I feel like I'm going to die this game.
There's a good chance.
Okay. Bash for 3.
16. Trigger.
Look at the top 3 with Flare. Going to put a lot of these in the graveyard because I want to get Delirium. So this is 3 types. And I certainly don't want this card at the top. I kind of want this one, but excuse me. Not really. I'm just going to put all these in the graveyard.
Tight. Oh, you kind of want the Smuggler's Copter?
A little bit.
Yeah, Smuggler's Copter's great.
I don't want to run headfirst into a Kozilek's Return, so I'll play the Advocate. Yes.
He's on to me. All right, we're going to get an energy, and then we're just going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and K-return these 2 away just while I can. Your turn.
Okay. We'll attack for 2.
Yep, 14.
14. And... Still do not have Delirium. True. Although I am... I just want to apply pressure, and I'll play Grimflayer to do so.
All right, let's take a look in a book. Reading Rainbow. We'll go ahead and play this Ether Hub, get an energy. Now, we can play 2 spells this turn. I'm not quite sure what we want to play. I guess... Oh. We'll go up to 6. Go down to 5,
You're
up to 8,
17 life.
Down to 6, and kill this. Yeah, and I go to 17 life. Your turn. So yeah, I use 1 to go to 5 to cast it, then it goes up to 8, and then I spend 2 to kill it. So.
Check for 2.
All right, 15.
Okay. So this is 15. Next turn, attack to 13. Then I can play 2 creatures next turn. So then my next attack is for 6, and hopefully I have Delirium and apply lethal the next turn. I guess not through Puzzle Knot. That is the tilt. I'm still inclined to do this so that next turn I can just use all my mana and get both creatures into play.
Sure.
A minus. And that still does not get Delirium. I'm stuck on land and artifact and creature. I don't have a 5th land for this Gear Hulk, but that is definitely the card that applies the most pressure. I'm not feeling too good about where I am right now. Basically can't beat a Marvel because it's probably going to activate twice before I can kill him if Todd has it next turn. So think I need to do the thing that applies the most possible pressure and hope I get to kill him before he finds Marvel or hope he bricks. So I'll return the Gear Hulk.
Okay. Draw. Now, I think we actually want to keep... if this were a blue-red fast land, I think we would play that. But since it's blue-green, and our deck doesn't really utilize excess of these colors, I think I'm just going to hold it for the Cathartic Reunion in my hand, just in case I need to cast that. I could main phase this, but since he has Verger's Gear Hulk, what I can do is wait for him to draw a land or not, and then with the trigger on the stack targeting the creatures, I can maybe hit an Eldrazi and K-return both creatures. So we're just going to say go.
No, I'm probably dead. Yeah, I drew a land, and I don't think I can beat any Eldrazi if he casts one right now, so I'm just going to jam.
All right. Choose your targets and number of counters they get.
I will put... I guess nothing really protects anything from Harness Lightning, so... I will put all 4 on Advocate.
All right.
Just do the thing that applies the most pressure.
All right. So we'll activate this in response using all 6 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. We hit the Jengas. We're going to K-return. What's wrong? What are you doing? Where are you going? I was just going to do it again.
Okay, back here for game 2. I have mulligan to 6 cards.
Hey,
and
me too.
Yeah, how unlucky of us. Yeah, I have a reasonable start for a 6-card hand. We're going to be able to play some creatures, apply some pressure, and then hopefully achieve Delirium by about turn 5.
Yeah, this is not a great hand, honestly. I'm not really sure where to go. We don't have any energy generators, but we do have Marvel and a Cathartic Reunion. So I think we're probably going to cast Cathartic Reunion on 2. Not 100% though.
Okay, I will scry, and this is irrelevant because I'm casting this Traverse.
So we can bottom this land if we really want to, even though we do eventually need more lands for Marvel. I think we kind of just want ways to generate energy. I don't know. This is tough. If I had played with the deck more, I think I would have a better understanding of what I need here. I think I'm going to bottom it, though.
Had my Scribe been a Swamp, which was the card I'm going to find off this Traverse, I would have considered leaving it there and just not casting my spell on turn 1, but... Or if it was something great like Smuggler's Copter. Yeah, I could have gone like Copter on 2 and then Traverse plus this Grim Flare on 3.
All right.
Everything would have been all hunky-dory.
We're going to Cathartic Reunion for sure. Because I think we actually need to just pitch these 2. Like, we might have... Yeah, I'm just going to pitch these 2 and draw 3.
Is that 2 Ulamogs?
It is. I'm so unlucky I drew 2 of them. Go ahead. Now I am way low on Aetherworks Marvel targets. And I have no energy cards still. Yeah, okay. 18. Hope he doesn't Jenga me. I've been playing a lot of Jenga lately. That's why I keep saying Jenga.
Disappointing. I'm just going to put all 3 in the graveyard, and in an attempt to play around Kozilek's return, I'm going to grapple now, because instant will give me Delirium, and I will return Gnarlwood Dryad and play a Forest and cast it.
Tilt.
Now I have 7 power in play, and K-Return does nothing.
Man, that's not really fair. It's not fair at all. Now what do I do? I don't even know. All right. Guess we'll Cathartic Reunion pitching both K returns since they don't really do anything.
Yeah, got him.
All right, go.
Got him real good. He's got energy.
Did you?
He's got no energy.
I do have 0 energy. Okay. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm running on E.
So I am inclined to get this card into play because it can be a 4-power attacker next turn, and that represents lethal. And that means I'm going to attack for 7. We can do 11. And all these cards suck. I'll play Tireless Tracker and play land, get a Max McVetti, pass the turn.
Man, maybe I shouldn't have cast K or discarded that K return. All right, trigger energy. I'm gonna play a Glass Puzzle Knot. Chef 3.
La-di-da.
All right, we're gonna keep one on top. And so if he plays a Verder's Gear Hulk next turn. So I think I actually have to wait on this for now. Oh, wait, no, I messed up. 3, 6, 4. Maybe I have to put the other card on the bottom, too. Let me think for a second. I think I just messed up. All right, I'm just going to say... Yeah, this card doesn't do anything. I miscounted. Your turn.
So I'm assuming Todd has a Harnessed Lightning. Probably going to use it on Grimflayer. If he wanted to kill Tracker, he would have done it on his own turn. And... So, Harness Lightning brings him to 6 energy. Yeah, I'll play a land and get a clue.
Okay.
I'll declare tax.
Okay. No effects.
So... if I go to crack a clue and get a counter on my tracker and it kills in response, it's still only on 4 energy, and I don't think he can marvel me next turn. If it takes this 7 after doing so, Todd will be at 4, and then he'll need to answer 2 things next turn. So yeah, I'll crack a clue.
All right, so I think I basically next turn have to hit a Harness Lightning off my Cathartic Reunion. I think it just has to be that. Let me check my Delirium count just in case I draw any more cool. I got a sorcery, instant, creature, but I can hit land and artifact pretty easily over the next 2 turns. All right, I'm going to Harness Lightning this, so I'll let you respond.
No responses.
All right, so I'll go up to 6 and down to 4.
Yep. Draw a card off the clue.
Yep.
You take 7, brings you to 4, trigger the Grimflayer. And...
you did draw a card off your clue, right?
yes.
Okay.
So my plan is to play this middle card in my hand and then be able to accrue it, so I'll just leave that on top, and this is a pretty good card too, so let's just leave that one on top and put the swamp here and play a Smuggler's Copter.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Green Pulse Knot would also be really good. Get us up to 10 life.
You're at 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you
have to have another creature to crew that.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what you got. I think I'm just dead. If he has another creature, which he almost certainly does, I'm pretty dead. So we'll pitch these 2 and draw 3.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so want to point out something real quick. Obviously, I'm a big dum-dum sometimes when it comes to playing decks I've never played with before. I will say, hard. Yeah, it is very hard, especially this new mechanic called Energy. Now, I had 4 Energy, and I drew Attune with Ether, and nothing clicked in my head that said, hey, that Attune with Ether gets you 2 energy to let you activate your Aetherworks Marvel. Now, I don't know what would have happened. I might have been able to hit a big Eldrazi. I might have stone whiffed, but I messed up and Ross won. But I could have activated Aetherworks Marvel, and I'm a big idiot. So let's go and get the sideboard and show how even more dumb I am.
So on my side, I am doing a lot. We're obviously bringing out a lot of our removal because killing Emrakul and Ulamog is very difficult and really can't be accomplished by these cards. The 2 of the Slaughters coming because they can actually answer a creature if need be. And then I'm bringing in all of my discard for Transgress and a Descended Mindbender and making some Planeswalker swaps. Liliana gets cut because it's kind of slow and grindy, and that's not what this matchup is about. Nissa, however, can apply a lot of pressure, certainly more than Ishkana can. Ishkana, again, is more about matchups that play to the board, and you need to sort of trade your creatures at value. And so I'm just trying to apply as much pressure as I can and bring in my disruptive elements that actually match up well against Todd's cards.
Sure. My side, I don't know what to sideboard in. I actually looked over this deck for a couple of minutes, like 3 or 4 minutes, and every single piece, it seems like it has a very important part to it, especially in this matchup. Now, the cards that I did want to bring in, I kind of wanted another K-Return and another Harness Lighting because those cards were pretty good in buying me some time against Ross's deck. You know, he's not spraying the board. He's usually only playing 1 creature a turn, so having a card that can kill a creature is fine. But considering that every other card searches for Aetherworks Marvel or gets you energy or is a big stupid dum-dum to cast off of Aetherworks Marvel, I don't really know what to sideboard. And since I don't know what to sideboard, I'm going to leave it as is and play at least one more game with the core of the deck, which I think people don't do enough in playtesting. All right, we're here for game 1, and my hand looks pretty tasty. We need probably one more thing to make it good, but this hand is really, really nice.
My hand is going to need some help, but we have enough good tools that I'm going to keep.
All right, we'll go ahead and start with the Tomb of Aether. I'm going to get a land and 2 energy.
Card's really good.
Yeah. Probably should have just cast it last game instead of discarding it for no reason and then dying.
I'll play an Norwood Dryad.
All right. Tap, draw.
In fairness, Lay of the Land is usually a really bad top deck.
Yeah, I mean, basically, since it just hasn't clicked in my head yet, right? Like, that these cards actually produce energy to do things. For me, in my head, they're just, this is just Lay of the Land. Like, this is just, you know, Lightning Strike, etc. So, all right.
Could have cast this turn, but I really want to be able to get some black mana.
Go.
Especially so I can throw my cards everywhere.
Especially so you can cheat.
Attack for 1.
18.
Especially so I can transgress you before turn 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have 2 Aetherworks Marvel and a way to get 3 energy. What's up? What's up?
This is just not real.
You want to take my Emrakul? Probably should, honestly. I don't know.
Why?
Oh, I don't know.
I guess like taking Aetherworks Marvel actually doesn't do anything. But
I can actually it does because if I can play another one and get an energy from it dying.
Sure, I guess that is more relevant than Emrakul.
All right.
Play a land and pass.
All right, we're gonna cast Harness Lightning just to gain 3 energy and spend 0 of it to kill Gnarlwood Dryad. All right, we're gonna play an Aetherworks Marvel, and I don't really want to activate it yet. Hitting an Emrakul to take his turn won't really do anything. Hitting Ulamog to take his lands would be pretty sweet, though. Yeah, let's try to get an Ulamog. What's that? Ulamog? Getting both your lands on turn 4 on the play? How do you win? Your turn. Man, this deck's gas.
6 cards in my hand, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 49 cards in my deck, which means after 2 attacks from Ulamog, I will have 9 cards left in my deck, so I can conceivably still win this game. Pass.
How do you kill this? It is indestructible. I don't understand what's going on, but okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay, return your doofus.
Oh, well, I guess I'm still not dead.
20 you and 10 damage you.
5, 10, 15. I'm so close. Got a bunch of stuff.
Yep, your turn.
I'm a 10. Land? Nope. Dead.
What could you have done? Oh, landline to the slaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, fine.
Okay, back here for game 4, and I once again have not a great hand, but we have tools, have some early plays I'm going to keep.
All right, my side, I think Cathartic Reunion is, it could just be anything, right? So, like, why would I have
3 things.
Why would I have Remulgan when I have lands in Cathartic Reunion, right? So
yeah, that was my philosophy when I played Tom with Grixis Emerge.
Right, you're up.
It worked out a lot. Cathartic Reunion is a powerful card.
Go.
Attack for 1.
Oh, just 1-drop, 2-drop, but
19.
1-drop, 2-drop, All right. Gain 3 life and 3 energy, so I go to 22.
Attack for 3.
All right, 19.
You can go.
Just classic fog strat. Go to 4, your turn.
Yeah, it's going to be 1 turn short. Attack for 5.
14.
You can go.
All right. 17.
Yep.
Good. 7 energy. Yeah, just gonna wait. Just gonna make him do it on his turn at the very least, if it's to the slaughter. If he has to the slaughter. All right. What is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, we bricked.
Huzzah!
All right, so we can take Harness Lightning here and kill a Sylvan Advocate. That can buy some more time. We could play Glass Blower's Puzzle Knot to just make sure we have 4 energy.
You get 4 and then a 5th from it dying. You just get to Marvel the next turn.
Oh, yeah.
And scry 4 times to try to find a creature.
All right. First scry.
I would just bottom anything that's not a creature.
No.
I guess you know you have to... No, you can upkeep.
All right.
You can upkeep, sack the Puzzle Knot. And then,
I know.
So I draw for turn, and I attack you for 5.
12.
And then I try to do things that probably won't be enough.
All right. You want Cathartic Union or Attune with Ether?
And we'll take Attune with the Ether. You can go.
All right. So we untap. We're gonna draw. Oh, I can't do that. I'm stupid. Oh yeah, I can. I'm even more stupid than I was. We're going to play Cathartic Reunion, pitching Forest and K-Return. And
okay. Keeping K-Return makes sense.
So these are in the graveyard. This is on the stack. I think I want to. So right now my deck is comprised of 8 Eldrazi. But if I draw 3 random cards, does that... Okay, you're a math guy, right? Does that mess with... If I draw 3 random cards or I scry first and then activate this, which is better?
It doesn't
does it
affect
change
it at all. The Eldrazi are just as likely to be among the top 3 as they are 3 more cards down. So it's literally the same thing.
All right, you smart. All right, sack this. So I go to 5 and then 6, scry 2.
Yeah. It's just that when you draw first, you might feel bad when you draw an Eldrazi.
Right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get your 2 black-green lands and kill these 3. And that's like dope. Go. You miss. You have a chance to draw 2 this laughter. Can't spell slaughter without laughter. 20 cards, 10 damage.
You just get to activate Marvel again.
Do I?
Between Hub and Puzzle Knot, you have 6 energy.
Man, you right. I don't even know how my deck works, and Ross does, so that's cool.
You just exile both to the slaughters. I'm dead.
Aw. I got to scry an Ulamog on top. I was going to get 2 more lands.
Still dead. Just as dead as I was before. Okay, here for game 5. Hopefully I can win a game that Todd doesn't punt to me. And once again, this hand has some good stuff, although I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen.
What?
I'll tell you after.
Okay. All right. My hand's medium minus, but I'm going to keep it. Give Ross a chance. Don't want to embarrass him too badly.
Copter.
Please tell me you just don't have a land to play. That'd be tight. All right. I'm going to go with Glass Blowers, Puzzle Knots. I'm going to scry 2. I think I kind of actually do want to draw the Attune with Ether. Maybe I don't. I got a bunch of energy stuff. It is a very cheap energy creator, though. Nah. Oh, I do actually. I will actually need another land to actually cast this. Go ahead. You just need a creature, or you need a land, or both.
I'll transgress you.
All right. You get an Ulamog or a K return.
Jesus. I will take the K return.
All right. Smart man.
You can go.
Draw. So instead of casting the Attune with Ether, I think I'm actually going to just use the Puzzle Knot, maybe? Yeah, he's not really putting me under any pressure. I think I'm just going to go ham sandwich. So I get 5 energy up to 7, gain 3 life.
23.
And your turn. So I got 2 blue, 2 green, so I'm going to get the second red.
Yeah, that's about what I expected. You can go.
Wow. All right. Kind of don't want to cast the Cathartic Reunion because I don't want to leave my, well, I guess I can't really wait until turn 6.
Can't you? You're at 23. I have no pressure.
Maybe I should just start popping Puzzle Knots. Use my mana more efficiently. Next turn I can go like this and a Puzzle Knot. So, all right, go.
Okay. Maybe I've successfully tricked him.
Perhaps.
Maybe I've successfully tricked myself. Play Gear Hulk.
Okay.
4 counters on it. Crew the Copter.
All right.
Attack. Loot.
You know it only requires a 1 crew, right?
So don't have any of those. Discard a swamp.
Okay.
You get a 20.
Yep.
How'd you scry?
Bottom.
Good.
Just looking for marble. Oh, wow, that's bad. Let's see. What's my count?
Artifact, sorcery, creature.
That's it. Ew, that's bad. That's really bad. Huh. Go? So I know the bottom 4 cards from the Puzzle Knot. Or no. I kept a Attune with Ether and then I cast it. So I only know the bottom 2.
Okay, so I can try to rip a transgress off of the Copter trigger, or I can just hope that Todd pricked. And given how unlikely it is to hit a 3-outer in 47 cards, what is this, 1 in 16, a little over 6%, I think I would just rather apply some pressure. So I'll play a Nissa.
Okay.
And I'll make this thing big, and I'll attack for 13.
I'm at 7.
And I'll play a Blooming Marsh. You can go.
All right, I'll go to 10.
Yep.
Have Quadrillion energy.
Quadrillion's a lot, Todd.
Oh, 12. Quadrillion. It's really all the same. Whoop. Oh, baby. Let's get a little lucky. All right, what do I want to do? Well, still know the bottom 2 cards, and neither of those are Eldrazi. But I only have like 4 outs to hit, which is disgusting.
So you have 2 Emrakuls in your hand?
I do have 2 Eldrazi's in my hand. Let's see. So right now my Emrakul costs 10 to cast. There you go. Let's see what he does. No, that's bad. No, if I had an Emrakul, then I gotta get you now, I think. So, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! Trigger. Take your turn. Take your turn.
Router.
Take your turn. All right.
6 cards.
Your turn.
I guess actually that's probably not too bad. You're at a 40.
What
You're
you got?
actually probably close to a favorite.
Another chopper. All right. Let's say target opponent. Target player. Okay, doesn't do anything now. Kind of want to just like play your land first and then minus the Nissa. -6. Just you drawing a card off of a land is not a huge deal, I don't think. And you can do that anytime you want. It just feels really weird to ultimate a Planeswalker. All right. We are going to... Let's see, I'm at 10. This is only 8. So what I can do is actually... All right, I'm going to play your land. I'm going to... Oh, that doesn't work. Yeah, I'm definitely going to... Okay, I'm definitely playing the land. I was thinking about crew attack, discarding the advocate, but that doesn't really do much either. Kind of want to just kill this. All right, eat this. You can stupid Nissa emblem, whatever.
Nissa emblem.
All right, go. Another Nissa. You could have 2 Nissa emblems.
You could indeed. So I could just play this Nissa, plus it, play Advocate, crew the Copter with Advocate, attack with 2 things. Todd gets to eat 1.
5. Okay.
But I get to loot and dig further towards the card that I want to the slaughter.
Yep.
Assuming Todd eats the land to preserve his life total, which he may or may not do, he'll go to 7, and he can attack, kill my Nissa, and presumably I'll have, if I have, because he might not actually even be able to do that. He'll have to hit again off his Marvel. So I actually kind of like that. It might force his Emrakul to actually stay home. So, yeah, let's play a bunch of stuff. Crew the Copter. Plus... attack with both my things. Discard this Copter.
All right, well, neither Copter nor the Swamp represent a creature that can attack on its own. So basically, if I eat the land, it's not going to remove a creature from play, just like if I eat Smuggler's Copter, it's not going to remove a creature from play, because they require either an activation of this or an activation of another creature. So I think I just want to preserve life total and eat the 5/5. So I'm going to go to 7.
7. You can go.
right. So I know the bottom 7 cards now. There's some Puzzle Knots and a K-Return, but there is no Eldrazi. So that means, I don't know, how many cards I have left? Probably around 40?
34.
Out of 34, and then is that including the 7 that I already know?
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 and 34, so with 6 looks, is that 18 and 34? So it's a little over 50-50? Something like that. It's my gorilla math. So you can only tag me, you can tag me for 7 next turn, so I might as well just do this now. Try to find something. Well, I guess no, if I have hit another Emrakul, whatever. I already did it. 4, 5, 6. That's gas. God, this deck is insane. All right, let's do this one, and this one. And 13, yeah. Here it's 7. Man. All right, then I'm going to get 4 energy and go get 2 lands. Whatever.
Okay, well,
I'll play 1.
Hopefully I can run a runner to the slaughters.
How do you beat this? You have to, how do you have need 2? You need 2 this.
I have a land, a cantrip.
Oh yeah. Funny story, if I hadn't killed that copter, I might have died. Because he drew a Gear Hulk. You can't play 2 lands a turn? What are you doing? Are you still dead? Are you still dead?
Yes. Do you know how big Emrakul is?
Real big. Well, I think I'll let the deck speak for itself.
Yeah, Emrakul and Ulamog are really powerful, and when you cast them on turn 5, it's hard to beat them.
Yeah. All right, the end. See you later, guys. No, so, yeah, I think the Aetherworks Marvel deck, it's a little bit clunky. It's a little slow. It doesn't really interact with the opponent that much other than the turns where you get to start activating Aetherworks Marvel, but that's kind of the nature of a combo deck, and we really haven't had that in Standard in quite some time. And the combo decks that we have seen in Standard, like the Blue-Red Splinter Twin from, like 4 years ago when it was in Standard or so.
5 years ago.
5 years ago it was in Standard.
It's been a while.
It actually had a lot of interactive elements in it. It had Mana Leak, it had Lightning Bolt, things like that.
Grim
to really,
Lavamancer.
Yeah, to slow down the opponent while they built up, the right resources for Splinter Twin and Deceiver Exarch. And since then, we haven't really had a true combo deck. We've had some various reanimator strategies that, sometimes had infinite loops and stuff, but for the most part, those were just like mid-rangey value decks that your opponent just had to kill your creatures over and over and over again, and you really just brute force them to death.
Yeah, and it takes a certain kind of mentality to play a combo deck because it plays against your normal nature of evaluating a game state, and you look down and your opponent's playing these creatures and they're attacking you, or your life total is going down, and you're not really doing much of anything. You're just fiddling around with your cards, and you have to realize that based on the nature of your deck, that is an even game at that point.
Yeah.
As long as you're, because it's all about racing to get to the Marvel, and if you're ahead in that race, then you're eventually going to win, unless of course you just break on Aetherworks Marvel. But 6 cards is just so many.
Yeah.
With 8 hits, the math is quite favorable.
And even if I don't hit the first time, there is also a good chance I just hit either of the Puzzle Knots, which when either the green one by itself can buy me usually about a turn from the 6th life, and also let me reactivate the Marvel on the very next turn, no matter what.
Yep.
And the blue one lets me, maybe scry to set up, like a Kozilek's Return on top with an Emrakul or a Ulamog on bottom, so I can draw, cast it or discard to Cathartic Union like I did the one time, and then activate Aetherworks Marvel trying to find one of the Eldrazi. And I think the synergy between all of the interlocking pieces felt very good.
Yeah, there definitely is something there. There's a lot. The numbers, I think, are the biggest thing that sort of work out. I was surprised at how easy it was for you to rebuild from 0 or 1 energy and get to 6 the next turn. So even if you bricked off Aetherworks Marvel, unless it meant that you immediately died, you just recovered and went again the next turn. And each successive activation, obviously, if you keep bricking, you just get more and more likely to hit. So, you're an overwhelming favorite by the 3rd activation and probably an overwhelming favorite at the 2nd. I haven't crunched the numbers exactly, but... I played against this deck in Indianapolis, and my opponent was, I guess, a bit unfortunate because they just never cast Aetherworks Marvel in 2 games, and I browned him. So I had a sort of diminished view of the deck in my head off of such a small sample size. And
now you know.
Yeah, now
and no one's
I guess
half the battle.
I guess I got taught a lesson.
4/5 of the battle, as I like to call it.
So if obviously the truth lies somewhere in the middle, I wouldn't be surprised if these 5 games represent something towards the high end of what this deck is capable of.
Oh, for sure. Before you even got in the room, I was goldfishing, and I think I activated Aetherworks Marvel 5 or 6 times, and I maybe hit an Eldrazi half the time, maybe less. So, like, the fact that I think I only truly missed 1 time, but I still found...
Glass Blur's Puzzle Knot.
I think I found it was Harness Lightning or
it was Glass Blur's Puzzle Knot.
Yeah, it was Puzzle Knot. That was the one we were talking about. Anyway, the deck is more consistent than I thought it would be. It felt better than I thought it would. I think against aggressive decks, there is a chance that it's too slow. Just flat out, unless you have the turn 2 Green Puzzle Knot, turn 3 Crack Green Puzzle Knot, turn 4 Activate Aetherworks Marvel hit. An Eldrazi, or maybe some slower thing that involves Harness Lightning and Kozilek's Return into Aetherworks Marvel activate. Without one of those types of draws, I don't think you're going to come close to beating white-red vehicles at all.
Yeah, and I don't think it's any surprise that decks like this did not do particularly well in Indianapolis because that tournament was dominated by aggressive decks. But in a matchup like this against Green-Black Delirium, the Green-Black deck is slowed down a little bit to give itself more interaction, more tools against other aggressive decks.
Yeah.
And you see it goes a little bit bigger than those decks. It has Ishkana, it has multiple types of Gear Hulks, and it uses the Grapple with the Past, Traverse, the Ulvenwald sort of engine to give it a lot of gas going along, and that's going to hurt it in matchups like this. And so if the format shifts a little bit and people figure out how to deal with the red-black aggressive deck, the red-white vehicles deck, and those decks diminish it a little and slower decks rise, which would be the natural next step that the format takes, then these Aetherworks Marvel decks are certainly poised to take advantage of that shift.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be all for me and Ross this week. We got some more verse videos all week for you guys, Monday, Wednesday, Friday of this week. We're a little short on some players because of the Pro Tour.
Yep.
I know, Ross, you're heading almost directly right after GP Atlanta. I know that it was last week, but for us, it's like
by the
tomorrow,
time you see this, I'll be in Hawaii, and I'm sure it'll be sunny and 78 degrees.
Yeah. The Pro Tour, Kaladesh in Hawaii this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch, but if you don't really feel like sitting at home and watching, you actually can play Magic this weekend. This weekend we're having SEG regionals. If you want to find your nearest regionals, make sure to look somewhere in the top right-hand corner of this page. Should be a link that says SEG regionals, and you can find the one closest to you. There's going to be all sorts of swag given away as well as cash prizes. A lot of SCG open points for anybody looking to try to get some buys on the open series.
Yep. The cool thing is that
SCG Tour. Holy crap! I can't believe that was last year. I'm still. Don't worry about me.
The cool thing is that regionals happen on Saturday and the Pro Tour starts on Friday, so you get to see a good portion of the Pro Tour metagame and incorporate that, maybe pick up a cool deck that you see and play that at regionals and sort of get a taste for the changing metagame, and hopefully the metagame does change a little bit. A few too many
I'm sure it will.
copters
for it will.
Basically everyone's taste.
Now that everyone's on teams, like whole teams play the same deck. If the deck is good, they're all just going to do well. They're all going to. It's going to influence the way the metagame looks if their deck is actually great. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be all for me and Ross today, guys. Thanks for watching the first series on StarCityGames.com, and we'll see you soon.